Howdy folks, welcome to Let's Play Sinjid, Shadow of the Warrior, another game in my series of Flash games I used to play a long time ago. This is an RPG game made by Rift. This is actually the second game in the series, but to be honest, I didn't like the first one that much, and I've never played the third one. So I'd rather just play the one that I'm familiar with the most, which is Sinjid, Shadow of the Warrior. There's a whole story here. I'm sure it's very interesting to some people, but it's really not integral to the plot here. Generally, the idea is we are an abandoned child of a legendary guardian, and there's a war going on. But there's a whole intro, so let's just sit back, kick back, and check it out. I love those graphics. There you go, that sums it up. I don't know if I've ever watched that intro in my life, if I'm being honest. Although I've played this game quite a few times. Let's see. Fujin. Though wounded emotionally by the loss of his friend, Fujin's the one that received Sinjid as a baby. Carefully ventures into the great mountains of Hedgestu? I don't know how you pronounce that. With Sinjid in his arms. Although there were many great and vile creatures lurking in the tall trees, this place was the safest place to be. Let's see, Fujin establishes a small house there. After 20 years of solid training and meditation, Sinjid was ready to engage the Fallen, but had not yet killed a person before. And so we're taken to the Shadow Temple and instructs us to kill all the men in the human gateway there. And we're like, yeah, alright, we'll go kill people. So, the one thing I like about this game is I feel like it is relatively balanced in that whichever class you decide to play as, you do have a pretty decent chance of beating the game. I'm going to play as the warrior, just because that's the one I'm most familiar with. And so here on the starting area, we have this, which is the exit. We can't exit until we beat the game. There is a priest here who can heal us, and there's a monk here that will help us save our game. The other thing that this monk does, though, is 10 times he'll allow you to rest, which will fully restore your life, mana, and energy. And your energy is kind of a nebulously defined thing in this game. The first portal to the enemy is to the left, but if you want to buy some equipment, turn right. If your energy is low, you should eat something. Otherwise, your life and mana will start decreasing. That's a really good piece of advice. We definitely want to start making some money here, and luckily this merchant here will give us a bunch of these white leaves, which he says if we take them to a woman on the second floor, she'll turn it into medicine that he'll buy for 3 gold each. So this is kind of how you can make some money in the game. However, I should point out that walking around takes up your energy, so you won't be able to do this forever before regenerating it, which you can do at the stand that we walked by earlier. There we go, we talked to her, and we're given a bunch of... I'll probably get my mouse off screen. I won't need it for a little bit. So she'll turn all the white leaves into medicine. We go back to this guy, and we can sell all of our items here, one at a time, mind you. It's a little time-consuming. But it is a quick way to get some cash. And we can talk to this person over here to buy some weapons, what have you. I think I'm going to start off just buying probably just, I don't know. I'm torn between armor and a weapon. We definitely want a better weapon though. A good defense is a good offense in this game, and I am playing as the warrior class, so we definitely want to increase our armor. Another thing we might decide to do is if we go all the way up here. This is, by the way, this is where all the really hard enemies are, so we won't be going there for a while. We talked to this meditating ninja, and he says, I was strolling down the beach yesterday when I found this strange ring washed on the shore. I don't like it much, so you can have it. It may do you some good. Now, I already know what to do with this ring, but I thought I'd show you, just over here, this ninja here will tell you to go read a book about shadow wolves. And so we might do that. And, oh, you know what? It might not even be this one, this book, but one of these books, if I can recall correctly. Here we go. Let's see. This one talks about the ring. But one night, he was strolling in the village, in the bare moonlight. Groups of raiders invaded the village. In fear, he began to flee, but then suddenly he felt a spiritual energy surge in the body, which seemed to be channeled by the ring. So, knowing that this ring is powered by moonlight, what we can do is go up here and go to the moon. The power of the moon is imbued into your body. You gain an extra skill point, which we can spend here. Now here's the skill tree for the game, and you'll notice that there is quite a lot of options here. All of this is your magic style stuff. This leftmost is your warrior style, and these are your more of your shadow ninja if you want to go that route. But being a physical character, we better go with the physical abilities. And I just went with the... Oh, I forget. Did I just pick up the charge slash, or is it the double slash? Either way, not too important. You can buy potions here. You can buy food here. Food will heal your life, mana, and energy, but only minorly. Alright, let's get into the fight here. Oh, this music is definitely nostalgic. Okay, we got the double slash. We won't need it, though. We're just gonna do our best here. See if we can get this guy out of the way super quick. Oh, yeah, he's gonna go down in no time. Perfect. Awesome. And we get some good experience there. And now the other thing that you can do, if you want to spend your time doing it, is you can go all the way up here to the one room we haven't gone into yet. This is the second area of the game, if you will. And we can go training against the training ward. The training ward actually does some decent damage, which you'll see here. But every time you hit it, even if you only hit its shield, which is the purple bar up here, you get some experience. And we're looking to get at least 20 experience here. Now the one thing I want to point out, though, is you need to be careful with the training ward. Sometimes his attacks are delayed, and it will actually interfere with you attacking it, and you'll just get stuck not attacking, and it'll get 2 attacks on you. You absolutely don't want that. Now note, every swing of our sword here is decreasing our energy. If that gets to 0, we do lose. So, you need to be careful about that. I'm just going to use as much experience as use as much of my energy as I can here. Just so that I can capitalize on the experience. There we go. Now we get to level up. Life goes up, mana goes up, energy goes up. And now we get to pick if we want to choose strength, speed, life, or mana. Life and mana are self-explanatory. Speed increases the chance of you dodging attacks and also hitting enemies that also have high speed. Strength, on the other hand, I think it probably increases your damage, but it also lets you equip better equipment later on. And so you really don't have a wrong choice here, but for us, we're going to go with life, which might seem like the most or the least popular option, but nonetheless, that's what we're going with. And every time you level up, as you'll see there in the, at the bottom, our life, mana, energy are completely replenished. Let's see, can we get a shield? We don't have a lot of money, but I would like to just have one to have one. Even if it's crappy, I'm okay with that. I could deliver medicine for years to get enough money to buy like all the best equipment, but I don't think there's much fun in that. But if you want to do it, go for it. And I do encourage you to play this game if you're able. This music is definitely not as good as the last one. Much more somber in tone for sure. You gotta love these animations though. They're definitely low quality, but I mean, who can complain, you know? We're just gonna go right into the next one here. I mean, what's this guy gonna do? He can't stand up to our amazing sword. Oh yeah, we're doing 34 damage. What's he going to do? He's gonna get like one hit on us before we take him out. That was your one chance, buddy. Wasn't enough. And another good level up. You will never see me increase anything but life. I assure you. And we could spend this skill point somewhere. I'm going to wait till level 5 though. I'm going to hold off. That might not be the smartest idea, but that is the idea that the choice I am making. Okay, so if we check our inventory here, he actually dropped his sword, which does much less damage than our current one, so we are never going to use it. However, we will sell it and grab another piece of armor that we're missing. Let's see, I believe you have new armor that we can buy. So if I sell you this, it gives us over 100, which means we could go get some really cheap armor downstairs, I think. But I think what I want to get is probably... probably the power band here. I think that's pretty cool. The other cool thing about this game, I think, that more RPGs should do, and I'm so happy that, you know, such a low budget, you know, Flash game does it, is you can see your character actually wearing the armor and stuff that you purchased for him. That's just kind of a nice touch. It kind of makes you really excited to buy new armor so you can upgrade your appearance, you know? Okay, so now we have 2 people here, and we can change which one we fight by clicking on this blue triangle above them. You would not believe how long it took me before I figured that out. However, it's completely irrelevant. You do not need to do that. I don't know if there's a fight where I'll actually do that, except for maybe one. Because generally it's just, you know, keep slashing away until they're gone. Okay, and there's the bandit. Now we only have the thief here to worry about. Looking quite concerned, I think is that expression. I mean, we definitely look like a villain. Yeah, you know, we got those glowing red eyes. I would not want to go up against Sinjid. Oh, hangs on with 1 HP. What are we trying to do, capture him? Get him out of here. Okay, and so our health is a little bit low. So what we're going to do then is go talk to the priest and ask him to heal up our HP. And we're probably going to do that another time as well, just for safekeeping. The one thing you do not want to make the mistake of in this game is you do not, under any circumstance, want to go into a portal with low HP. With one slight caveat to that, but that's not going to be relevant to us for another 10 or 8 levels or whatever. Okay, so the warrior is probably going to be your first biggest challenge here, because he's got that really bulky shield, 200, and he's got a lot of HP too at 180. But he doesn't deal too much damage. I mean, that was 7. And here we are dealing 49, so he's not doing too much to us. Okay, so he doubled his attack there, but it's still only 15. And now we're stuck in this war of attrition where we hit for more damage, he hits for less, and we're just going to win out in the long run. And there we go, we get a new item already. We got his sword. His sword's not very good. I was really hoping to get his shield, but that's okay. He can drop one of the two. If he dropped his shield, it's actually a shield I use for almost the entire game, if I'm being honest. However, using his shield, we might be able to purchase some armor. Oh, just barely. Oh, we can't even wear it anyway because we don't have enough strength. That's okay. It's not that important. Now, our energy is running low. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rest. Now, again, there's only 10 of these in the entire game, but you know what? If you save them up, you're just going to end up with 10 rests before the final fight of the game, and then you're going to be like, why did I even try to save them for? Because later on, you won't need them. You need them early, so go ahead and use them early. Okay, so now we have a seer here, our first magic user. There is a difference between physical and magical defense in this game, I believe, but I don't think I've ever seen it really come into play here. The most annoying thing you're going to see the seer do, though, is heal. And it's just going to make you so frustrated. Because while the healing's good, you know, he's not dealing you damage, so it's just a matter of time. He's just making it take longer. At least we deal more damage than he can heal. That's really key here. Otherwise, you're going to be real annoyed. But yeah, like, his magic doesn't even do that much damage. Like, his best move is probably to heal, if I'm being honest. The best he can do is just make us waste our time. Ooh, there we go. So, again, anytime I get really close to a level, I go straight to the training ward to regain, or to get the next level up. However, I think I'll save that for next time on Let's Play Sinjid Shadow of the Warrior. So, hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and keep watching the rest. And if you've played this game, drop down in your comments, what's your favorite way to play this game? And I will see you next time. Have a good day, and thanks for watching.